Welcome to Heal Talk Tuesdays with Lisa, where transformation begins as we evoke, embrace, and evolve. Greetings, 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 and welcome to Heal Talk Tuesdays. This is Lisa. It's so good to be here with you, isn't it? Fear talks to us. It is quiet. It is something that it's happening until exhaustion speaks louder. This is the topic that we're going to have today. It is a conversation. It's not something that I'm going to be preaching, but what is happening with you, with me, and so many of us. First and foremost, as a clinical hypnotherapist and stress management consultant, I am getting so many calls today, this week, with everything that is happening in Iran with women and children. I have not spoken about it as much, but today I want to dedicate this session to all of them who are quietly praying and those who are marching in the streets. And it doesn't matter where we are in Iran, in Europe, in Los Angeles, which I reside, and in Canada, all over United States, Europe, everywhere. So what is happening is there is a voice, and understanding that fear in itself, there's two things that happen. The core of healing is when we transform fear to love and the healing aspect of it. In all therapy, that's exactly what's happening. So when we do any kind of a healing, we evoke the emotion, what we are afraid of, the emotion of because fear is the bottom line of it. And then comes the anger, the resentments, and everything else, which is all negative energy at the core that rattles our emotions, it rattles our body. Everything stems from fear. Now, the height of that is the healing, which is joy and love, which is at the top. So in between, we go through so many aspects of emotions. It comes to a point that fear in itself, it becomes how do I say, it's overcoming the fear. It's where is the best part of it, the love, the healing, the freedom that we want to choose. And I don't know if you have gone through it in your life or not, but as women, as humans, we all go through some kind of a fear. It can be fear of flying, fear of driving, it can be fear of animals, it can be fear of elevators, height. There is all kinds of fear, even fear of success. Yes, there is more fear happening that we self-sabotage ourselves for success than there is fear of failure. Okay, because when you succeed, you have to overcome some things. And now, the fear of dying, the fear of being captured, the fear has gone so low that people want the best part of it, which is the freedom, the healing, the joy, the freedom that we are looking for. And in therapy, it's the same thing. We want the freedom to feel better, to feel healthier, to feel peace, joy, love. That's why we move away from fear. And as they say, when you have a pain, sometimes you have to feel the pain, go through the pain, in order for you to find the solution to feel better. Now, why am I speaking about this? Because as a hypnotherapist, we evoke the emotion that created the fear. So we tap into the subconscious, bypassing the analyzing, criticizing, judging factor, which is the conscious level, consciously, until we hit the emotional aspect in the subconscious where everything was stemmed from, which is the blueprint of the behavior, the negative behavior, the habits, and everything that was created because there was a reason for that. We do everything to feel good. Even if it is negative, if it feels good, we keep doing it over and over. And guess what? The body is always there to protect you, and it will respond to the things that brings us more comfort and more joy. So even if it is negative, even if it is drinking to the excess, smoking to the excess, doing anything to the excess, and it's a negative and it comes to harm you, if at any point it feels good, guess what? The body will keep bringing you back to that level of comfort because that's what it knows. It knows that that's where you are safe. Now, as we come out of the box, out of our comfort zone, it becomes the part that it becomes this struggle until we keep doing this, what we are doing for the better, the healthier, the freedom, the strength, the joy, and the love. That, guess what? When you do that repetitively, repetition, 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 until the subconscious mind says, oh, this feels good, this is better. And the body says, okay, so this is what you want me to do. Because exercise, that joy that I feel, the euphoric feeling that I get from running or exercising, that the height that I receive from this new habit, new behavior, is as good as the negative. And if this is what you want, then I will give you more of this. Because the subconscious mind and your body will do everything to bring you that sense of comfort and joy. We fight for freedom, for peace. We fight for love. We fight for a better feeling, a better life. Although fight is a negative, but we fight and we struggle like a butterfly going through chrysalis in order to come to the opening so that it can come through it and fly like a butterfly. So I think we as women go through this from the time that we are young girls, becoming a woman, every month going through some discomfort, some go through pain, the body goes through contraction, expansion, even to the level of when we are having children, expansion, contraction, birthing, through the birthing. So we go through so many transitions of pain, sorrow, to the freedom, to the love and joy. And in between, we find the experience of what life is. And we fight for love, joy, and freedom. For those who march to say, It's time to be heard, to be seen, because that's what we do. We show up in life to be seen as who we are. We stand up for our rights. And it doesn't matter if it's the right of us as an individual, of yours, or the rights of a tribe, a country, a civilization. It's about humanity. Because we're all human. You are human, I am human, they are human. We are all one. And that's why we speak up. We speak up for what we believe in. And it doesn't matter if we're doing it in masses, in thousands, in millions, or just one, when you are sitting right here in my office. When you speak, we tap into your subconscious, we tap into your heart, we tap into realizing that what you went through, you are not going through it right here, right now. But all the experience, the emotions connected to the experience of that pain and the struggle is what we shift, what we edit, in order for you to consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously come to believe this new information and to live by this one. And that is what hypnotherapy does. It's shifting the emotional connection to the experience that caused you pain, anguish, hurt, sorrow, guilt, shame. So in a way, it's simple, yet profound, because your mind is so powerful. And you can heal. And once you heal, which is once we evoke it and then come to embrace that emotional factor of what happened, what is happening, and what is it that I want, and that's when you come to evolve to where you want to be. The joy, the love, the freedom, not only within yourself, amongst others. And for that, I want you to remember you matter. Your voice matters. And no matter where you are, I want you to believe who you are matters. That's the message for today. And if there is a change you are ready to make, or you know someone I can be of help, if they're going through anxiety, pain, discomfort, or even panic, I can be of your help. We can take that burden and that weight off of your shoulders, either emotionally, physically, and mentally. I'm Lisa Bubari, your expert hypnotherapist. And it's time to heal within. If this message it resonates with you, if this was something that you liked, please click like, share, and also let me know what I can help you with. Until next week, God bless you, and may the universal light surround you always. Bye-bye. And this is Lisa Bubari, your expert hypnotherapist. If this message resonated with you, let's connect. You're not alone.